Good evening, friends. Now, this is a series of lecture for TYBSc students belonging to Analytical Chemistry, Semester 5, 2019 pattern. Now, this is the part first of this lecture for the chapter number 3, Thermal Methods of Analysis. We are going to now introduce chapter number 3. The name of the chapter number 3 is Thermal Methods of Analysis. We have already covered the chapter number 4, that is the Parameters of Instrumental Analysis, and chapter number 5, UV visible spectroscopy. Now here the chapter name is Thermal Method of Analysis, which itself suggests thermal methods. That means thermal means what? The word thermal means temperature methods of analysis, or the analysis in which the temperature is used. It is such a methods are called as the thermal methods of analysis. Now this part first, or lecture first, is nothing but the introductory part of the chapter. The technique in which property of sample is measured against time or temperature is called thermal methods of analysis. The technique in which a property of sample is used against time or temperature. Now the time or temperature, these are the secondary part, and the primary part is nothing but the measurement of property of sample. The measurement of property of sample with the help of, or you can say against, time or temperature. Such methods are called as thermal methods of analysis. Now the thermal methods of analysis includes a group of technique in which change in physical property of substance is monitored as a function of temperature. Now the property of sample is measured. They are either physical quantity or physical property, or chemical quantity or chemical property. Now this physical property of substance is monitored with time or temperature. Physical properties are such as composition, stability, chemical reaction, dynamic properties. Now the property of sample which are studied, such a property of sample, or you can say the material, is against time or temperature. Such a physical properties are can say given here: composition, stability, chemical reaction, and dynamic properties. It also provides information about structure, composition, purity, temperature, phase of the material. So here the property of sample is also given in terms of structure, composition, purity, and temperature, phase of the material. Now the information is provided with the help of that. Thermal methods are useful in determination of physical and chemical properties of material, like polymers, electronic circuit boards, and geological materials. It is useful in qualitative and quantitative analysis. So thermal methods are useful in qualitative analysis as well as the quantitative analysis. So with this lecture, I conclude this lecture. Thank you very much for your patience listening.